Right. Mr. Mock, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
My name is Teddie Mock. My DOC number is 540-963.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mock. My name is Cheryl Renanza, serving as chairman today. Your case has been assigned to me. So when we get to the point of the interview, I'll take that lead. Let me just acknowledge the folks who joined us. I'm assuming you can see them. Your father, Mr. Williams, your stepmother, Miss Janae Williams, your fiance, Shondalyn Nicholas, your mother, Sandra Williams. So your father, your fiance, and your mother will be speaking on your behalf. We also have your sister, Yolanda Williams, Warden Johnny Hedgeman at River Bend would like to speak, and then your sister-in-law, Melissa. First, let me read some information into the record.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Mock, you're classified as a first felony offender. You're currently serving a 20-year sentence. You were sentenced in Richland Parish, July 2008 for a forcible rape conviction. Parole eligibility date was April 7th, 2023. You don't earn good time, so your full-term date, April 11, 2026. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how old are you, Mr. Mock?
I'm 43 years old, man.
How long have you been in jail?
Since 2006, 17 years, and right at about 5 months.
So that would have made you like 26 when the crime was committed?
Yes, ma'am. 25.
25. And the victim's name was Oral, what was her name? Let's see. I thought it was Oracle. Miss Kyra, I'll call her that. How old was she at the time?
Well, at the time, she was 12, I guess. That was 12 and some months. Right at 12. So, I'm going to say 12.
And you were 25?
Yes.
And she was 12?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your relationship to her? How did you know her?
I didn't know her, ma'am.
So how did this all come about?
This came all about one night over around my auntie house. She was there. A couple of other more people was there, and some things happened that night and ended up turning into a disappointing moment.
Were you drinking?
Yes, ma'am.
Drugs?
Yes, ma'am.
What have you done to address? So when did you start drinking? How old were you? So you were 25 when this happened. How old were you when you started drinking?
I was drinking when I was, probably about 15, 16.
And what about drugs? When did you start using drugs? What age?
Same age, around 15, 16.
So what did you drink when you started?
I started out drinking light, little wine cooler.
And what kind of drugs did you use in the beginning?
Marijuana.
And then so that was age 15. 10 years later, when you were 25 and this terrible crime happened, what kind of drugs were you using that night?
Cocaine. Alcohol, cocaine.
So have you, what have you done about your substance abuse issue? Would you say you had a substance abuse problem?
A problem? Yes, ma'am. At that time, yes, I did have a problem.
What do you mean at that time?
Well, ma'am, at that time, I was using drugs and I was using alcohol heavily. And since I've been incarcerated, I took a substance abuse class in 2000, and I want to say 9 or 10 when I was at Tensall Parish. And I took a couple more classes, which was a while back. But most places won't let me take classes because I'm aggravated. And I got to have so many years to take these classes. So it's kind of stopping me from really,
Yeah, I understand. So how long you been where you're at? Since 17, right? 2017?
ma'am,
How long you been where you're at?
here,
Yes.
I've been here since Monday.
And you were at River Bend prior to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Stayed there for?
Since 2017. I went there September around the 18th or the 20th, somewhere in there.
Are you going to be in any programs there?
Yes, ma'am. That's the plan. Me getting straight into these programs and trying
Which
to.
program are you going to get in?
And the sexual program, I know that for sure.
Okay, and also you're going to deal with your drug and alcohol. They have that program. I guess it's all together. Mr. Johnson, is that all wrapped up in one?
Right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. The credits are it's considered 2 separate programs, but he's going to be put into both of them concurrently, starting tomorrow, actually.
Great, good. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Let me hear. I wanted to ask Warden Hedgeman. I know he's with us. What he would like to tell us. It's unusual we get the warden, so he must have liked you a lot. You're on mute still.
Yes, ma'am. I did what I needed to do.
All right, we're going to hear from the warden. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Teddie Mock, he's been incarcerated here since 2017. He's been outstanding offender while he's here. And I do believe that, I know his family, I do believe that if given another opportunity to society, that he will do the best he can. And I just think he will do great. I know he made a mistake, a bad mistake, bad mistake. But I think that knowing him and being around him around the prison, I think he got a new outlook on life now. And I just think that he'll be a plus to the community.
Good. Well, thank you, sir, and I really appreciate you taking the time to share that with us. Thank you so much. All right. So could we hear now from Mr. Williams? Gary Williams. You're still on mute. I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm Teddie Mock father. And I love Teddie. And I'll be there for Teddie spiritually, emotionally, and whatever I can do for him, I'll be there for him. And whichever way he need me, I'm deacon in the church, and we have programs for young men, and twice a month. And he will be able to attend these meetings with me, and I'll make sure that he's there to go to these meetings. It's help young men to live a godly life and a respectful life. So whatever he needed in that sense, spiritually wise, physically wise, emotionally wise, his father would be there for him. And I just would love for him to come home. I had cancer in my life. I'm in remission right now. I had heart trouble, but God has blessed me to make it through all that. And I just pray that my son be able to make it home and be around his father and family. And thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Ms. Shondelin Nicholas. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
Oh, it's okay. You said it correctly.
Oh, good. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I've been knowing Teddie since we were teenagers, and I have witnessed his transformation and his commitment to positive change through ongoing communication. I've seen him work diligently towards self-improvement during his time of incarceration. I understand the seriousness of his offense committed and the need of accountability and consequences. However, I believe that granting parole to Teddie Mock would allow him to continue on his journey to personal growth and positivity, contribute to society. And furthermore, Teddie has developed a strong support network of friends, family, and family, and mentors who are committed to providing him with the guidance, structure, and encouragement needed to ensure a successful reintegration into society. These individuals, myself included, are confident in Teddie's ability to lead a productive and law-abiding life if given an opportunity through parole. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And then we have Mr. Mock's mother, Ms. Sandra Williams. She's there with you, right? Yes. Go ahead, ma'am. She's muted still.
Yes, my name is Sandra Williams. I'm Teddie's mother, and I know he done changed and for a better person. All I just want for him to come home and be with his family. Thank you.
All right. I think that's all we'd like to, Mr. Mock.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're done with the programs there, what's your transition plan? Like where are you going to live and where are you going to work?
Well, right now, my father, he has a home for me for myself. Me and my fiance are moving in as soon as I'm able to get out. And I'll be helping him with his houses that he has, working on them and fixing those up for people to rent. But for that time right there, until I can find something I can, steady employment.
Okay. Anything you want to tell us before we vote?
I'd like to tell y'all, thank y'all for giving me a chance to be here and come up for parole. And God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Mr. Michael, ready to vote? I'll be voting first. When I first looked at your record and I looked at the crime, it was I kind of had my mind made up that I was not really in favor of an early release for you. But after listening to seeing the plan that's been set in place, you're at a place where and you're willing to take advantage of the program opportunity.
Yes, ma'am.
Hearing what Warden Hedgeman had to say about you and your time that you spent with him, hearing what your family members have said and their support for you, I'm willing to take a chance to grant your parole after you're finished the programs.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you have a reasonable transition plan set up. I would add the special condition that you have no contact with Ms. Oracle Power.
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, is unopposed to your release.
Yes.
Mr. Rusher.
Mr. Mock.
Yes, sir.
I have a different perspective. Because of the nature of the crime, you went out and bought alcohol and intoxicated a minor. Because of the strong opposition from the judge, the DA's office, law enforcement, for me to vote for you today, I must see the completion of the substance abuse program and the sex offender program before I vote for you. So I'm going to deny your request.
Mrs. Wise.
Mr. Mock, the victim is unopposed, and what you presented today, the good family support, the community support, My vote is to grant conditionally as well, that you complete those programs that's set forth. And sit on the front row, pay attention and really get it. That's my.
Okay, Mr. Mock, because of the nature of your offense, it requires a unanimous vote for a favorable decision. So you've got 2 votes to grant after you complete the programs, but you have 1 vote to deny. So today, the outcome is that your parole has been denied, sir.